tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Oh, there we are.
Yay.
Welcome, everyone, to another Days of Our Lives recap right here at AfterBuzz TV. I am your host, Tony Moore, and I am joined by these two dooligans. We have
The real dooligan, Peter Ramos, right here.
And Mark J. Freeman. Do I need to get more than that?
No.
I get Mark James Freeman. Mark James Nicholas Freeman.
Oh, is that your whole name?
That's
oh, wow.
Whole, is that your whole?
Your whole, no, not your whole, but your whole name. All right, so let's get right into it. There's a lot to kind of cover. We're going to start with the biggest storyline of this week. And if you guys want to join in on the action, please make sure you are watching us live on the YouTube channel. You can check our Twitter accounts for that link and join the chat. We have Alexis in the booth holding it down. Hi, Alexis.
Hey, everybody.
So if you have a comment, question, make sure you chat live with us. Tweet us, because we're all live tweeting. So that's it. All right. So we're going to go into the biggest storyline of this week. And by biggest storyline, the one that took up most of the week.
Hope and Aiden.
Hope and Aiden. Hayden.
And now I learned that people that like Hayden are Haydenites. Ooh. I'm learning. I'm a big boy now.
You're a big dual boy now.
Getting the lingo down.
Okay. Hashtags. Watch out.
So Hope is still stuck in the cabin with Aiden, and she's starting to notice Aiden's a little jumpy, like something's not quite right. Something's wrong.
Really bothering him.
Yeah, and she's still calm, cool, and collected until we have a surprise visitor. Bree, which by the way, first off, she lets Hope know that Meredith, Aiden's wife, left evidence that he in fact killed her.
Right.
Yes. Not in fact, allegedly
Innocent
killed her.
Proven guilty.
Yes. And that she hasn't had it. She wanted to search the house before it got sold, but my question was, Aiden has been in Salem and away from the house for quite some time.
Correct.
You live down the street.
Correct.
You mean to tell me you have not one day just taken a Sunday like, I'm just going to go do some snooping today?
And she has a spare key, which she thought was...
But it turns out it didn't work anymore.
Yeah, but she just found out at that time.
At that time. But again, you had ample amount of time to go and break into the house, to jimmy the lock.
Are you encouraging people to break into homes?
Only those in Salem who need to find out the truth. But I found that strange. And then she forewarned Hope that, listen, watch out for him. Meredith said that he is not the guy that he claims to be. But Hope stands up for him and is like, no.
I know him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. Well, Bree was like, oh my God, you love him. Right. And I'm like...
She read her.
I was really hoping that one of the times that she went to the iPad to click on it, like Candy Crush Saga came up.
Words with friends.
Sorry.
She's like,
wrong page.
Like, I'm sorry, we're in the middle of a game.
But Words with Friend game with Bree.
Right.
Yeah.
Murder.
So Hope stumbles upon the iPad in a secret drawer while she
took her like 2 minutes to find when she's trying to look for her charger.
A charger. Yeah, I mean, listen, she is Salem PD. She is on the case.
She has to step up her game since they don't have I just drew a blank on his name. Rafe.
Oh, Rafe.
Rafe.
She has to step it up.
Sorry.
So
but John took his place. So
Yeah.
Well, and then he's already out of the country.
right.
Did you
Notice
get
that?
Yeah.
He's taken over, and then they're like, oh, he had to leave. And I'm like,
Yeah.
he just started.
They had to get him out. They were
After
like,
Buzz,
bye.
I might have to take a vacation after episode 2 here.
Bye.
Bye.
So she finds the iPad, and this is what bugged me, was that she had so much internal thought as to, should I watch it? Is Bree correct? What should I do? I'm like, play the video.
And before she even played the video, I will read exactly what it said.
What the note
on
said?
the outside. Before she even hit play,
Right.
It says, to be played in the event of my death, signed Meredith Jennings.
So she's
I wonder
dead.
what's on there. Right.
She's dead. So therefore, this is the evidence that Bree said that Meredith left behind in case she did die.
Correct. To find it.
Yeah, and Bree, come on, girl. Like you could have found that a long time ago. You could have emailed it to Hope.
And I love when Hope was on the phone with Aiden. You see Bree in the background, like shuffling around in the desk all over again. And then Hope's like, "Hey, stop!
Well,
stop it."
Hope was like, "Well, I'm gonna call Aiden," and then of course it's bad reception, which I have no idea why she decided to call Aiden anyway.
Right.
And it's horrible. And so she's just standing there like, "I can't hear you," and you can barely hear him. And Bree, to me, she said to herself, "I don't have time for you," and she just goes
nobody got time
searching.
for this.
She's like, "I don't have time for that. Like my friend is dead. She left some stuff," and she's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" Bree's like, "I told you what I came here for.
Right.
Yeah.
You're on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't have time for you."
And is it just me, or is it not that far-fetched that there is a shovel and an axe in the closet? Like, is that, like, I feel like he's making it into a
bigger thing?
Because she even says something. Oh, is there an axe in the closet? Like, she even made a comment. And when the episode, Hope made a comment about wanting an axe for something or wanting a shovel, and said, "Is it in the closet?" So even she. So I think when you slam the door shut, you're making it look. I mean, I know it's daytime television.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he slammed it really hard.
Yeah.
He did. I thought that was when she needed a jacket.
She needed a coat when they were going to go for a walk.
Yeah, she was going to go for a walk, and she wanted a jacket, and then she went to the closet, and he slammed
she did,
it.
but then she makes a comment. I'm gonna rewatch it, and I'm gonna on episode 3. I'm gonna get the time on YouTube.
All right.
And she does say something, because I was like, see, even she knows that it's likely that those things would be stored there.
Right. Well, I guess.
That's just me, and I have a theory of what's going on. Did I tell you?
What, from last week? Yeah.
No, the whole story, like the whole storyline.
Why the shovel? Because
no, not the shovel. Like the whole Meredith and Aiden thing. Like, I think I figured out how it's gonna unfold.
Save it for the predictions.
Oh, save
it for later. Save it for later.
You're not going to write in an envelope and do that whole thing like
we could do that. We can do that. Open it later, see if I'm right.
Well, see, the other thing that also frustrated me was watching Hope discover everything, and she could not play it cool around Aiden.
No.
It was like,
oh no,
it was like written all over her face, and he was always like, "What's wrong?" And she's just like,
she couldn't keep her cool.
No, it's like be like,
She's Salem PD. Don't forget.
It's like nothing. I'm fine. I'm just chilling.
And can I also mention, if I was Aiden, I would not leave Hope alone in that cabin. Why?
You notice every time he left, he had this look of like, oh my God, I'm going to leave her by herself. She's going to find something.
He's like, let's go to the bridge. She's like, no, you go to the bridge, and I'll make breakfast.
Well,
if you, Tony, had a secret and were dating a detective, would you leave them in your home to snoop when you weren't there?
Let me tell you how this will work. If I lived in Salem, I would be the Nancy Drew of Salem. I would have gone through every nook and cranny of phone, of a lodge, of a house. I would have found every secret compartment. I would be able to go to the DeMera mansion and go, there's a secret department right there. How do you know that? I've been here before. I've already snooped.
So you probably would have looked through JJ's phone better.
Oh God,
10 times better.
Not just at the last text.
Not the first couple of texts, but I would have been able to show pictures, tweets, Facebook editions,
screenshots,
all that, screenshots, everything. But we're gonna get to that in a second.
I jumped the gun.
Let's go back.
So she spends such a great amount of time trying to watch the video.
Oh yes, watches it, pauses it.
Yeah.
He also runs around, looks for things, and then comes back, plays it again.
It kept being like Aiden would come back, and then she would have to. And did you notice that every time she watched it, she had to plug it in?
Yes. I thought the same thing.
God.
And I'm just like, now Meredith is not a dumb gal. She would have left it charged for you.
Well, but how long has she been dead?
It's been like a year.
But she powered it on, like it was off.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't drain if it's off.
Right.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean,
But that charging came back around to bite Hope in the butt again, because later on, when Aiden comes in and she starts making her phone calls, she can't make a phone call anymore. And I'm like, Hope, will you stop charging the iPad and start charging your phone?
Charging your phone, please. She still never found a charger for her phone.
No, maybe she has an iPhone 5 and it's not compatible. That's with the iPad charger. You're welcome. You're welcome.
She should have she should have gotten something that was compatible.
She needs an adapter. That's what she does.
So finally, she gets to like. Oh my God, the scariest part was when she was watching the video and Meredith was like, she's so afraid of Aiden and he's not the person that everyone thinks he is, and that she's so scared of him that she sleeps with a gun underneath the pillow, and then all of a sudden you hear boom, 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 Meredith, what are you doing in there? And then you hear boom, 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 Hope, and I'm like, like I jumped with Hope. Like I was sitting there like, oh no, she's he's at the door. Like I had that moment with her.
Aggressive just for groceries.
Well, listen, when you have a bunch of groceries in your hand, like I get it. Like this happened.
2 bags.
Listen,
It was 2 bags.
No, but this happened.
Ice cream.
No, but this happened to me the other day. Like I had like a pack of waters and also a bag, and I like had everything, but I had to get in, and so it was a thing. Like I really wish someone was there to open the door. So I get it. I get his urgency. Like, hey, open the door. I got a lot of stuff in my hand. This is about to drop.
You gotta just put it down and open it.
I'm not gonna argue with you, Tony, because you're very
he had like 6 bags in his hand. I could understand that.
Listen,
next time text me, I'll come open your door.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So then, in a tizzy,
oh God,
Hope
with her
doesn't
amazing detective skills
doesn't put the iPad back in the secret compartment and like she's been doing. She throws it behind the pillow.
Instead of, I would put it under the pillow, like underneath the seat cushion.
The seat cushion, right? Okay. So she just throws it behind there, and then she's just like, I'm fine. Still can't play it off.
I'm feeling sick.
And then she's like, I just need to go outside and get some air. And she's like pacing. Like
That scene was
yeah,
hilarious.
it's like, what am I gonna do? What am I going to do with this
She's
new
walking
information?
right past the window, back and forth.
And so he's looking at her like, what's wrong with her? I would have thought the same thing. Like I kept wanting to say, I wanted to jump in and go, Hope, girl, play it cool. Like he's on to you. Like chill out. Like you're supposed to be a detective. Never let him see you sweat.
Nope.
So she was sweating.
Definitely.
And then he sits on the couch. And grabs a pillow, and then is like, and then he finds it, and I'm just like,
the note.
Yeah, well, of course.
He's like, oh damn.
Yeah, and then he's like, what is this? And then now it's gone.
Yeah, I don't think she's gonna find it again.
I don't know.
It's gone. He's probably deleted it.
It's something. I don't know.
Buried it in the backyard.
I'll get to my prediction later.
Oh, okay.
I got it all figured out.
So that was. I have no idea what's gonna happen next week with this storyline, but
let me tell you. In my prediction.
In your prediction. But I hate that they're like, he's gonna end up being bad.
I don't think he is.
I hope not.
I'll tell you in my prediction.
Okay. I hope he doesn't.
Hashtag predictions.
Hashtag predictions.
I hope he doesn't end up being a bad character. I hope he didn't kill the wife. I hope that just like what they did with Ted.
Yes.
She was off her meds that day and made that video.
And Hope says that. She's like, maybe she was just drinking. Maybe she's just, she planted the antifreeze.
Oh yeah,
we didn't talk about the jug of antifreeze in the
jug of antifreeze.
That's like a Costco size.
That was the largest thing of antifreeze I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it was just in a brown paper bag.
If you're trying to hide the antifreeze, would you get the biggest jug and then store it, pour it in a little to-go container?
Right.
That's all I'm suggesting.
Little spray bottle.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what's this?
Little pill drop.
I wouldn't use that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a cleaning solution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see how that storyline continues to develop.
Gripping television.
With the Friday cliffhanger of him sneaking up behind her.
Yes.
Yeah.
After she amazingly picked that lock with the envelope opener within seconds.
Oh, that's right. Like she was going to do Aiden?
Yeah.
Aiden?
Yeah.
Aiden? And then she walks in and finds the axe.
And she conveniently grabs the cloth because she doesn't want to leave fingerprints on it.
Right. And then that trail that went from...
What was that?
I have no idea.
I know. I was like, did he drag something? I don't know. But I wondered what the stuff was on.
Was it dragging in or dragging out?
It was, well, from the way they shot it, it was like coming from the closet to the door. Yeah. So something was dragged. Was it the shovel? Was it the axe? Did he walk in and
just... Was it the tree?
Maybe it could be the tree.
The tree that they planted?
The tree that I've changed my theory. I've changed my theory since last episode.
Chase's tree.
Chase's tree. So that this storyline is going to take an interesting turn next week.
Right. But we said that last week.
Well, now we got a key piece of evidence.
Right, that's true.
Now we'll get into predictions. So then we have the Paige, JJ, Eve storyline. Little Miss Paige is on a rampage this week.
You mean Paigey?
Paigey. As Eve so cleverly have named her this week. Paige is so determined to find out the slut that slept with JJ.
Slut. I love that they said it. I almost like that as much as Kate calling Jordan Tammy Sue. I don't know which one I like more.
She says it kind of snarky, Tammy Sue.
It's always like
Jordan.
That slut that JJ slept with. I want to know who that slut is because she's a slut. Slut.
Who are you slutting around? Even when Teresa was talking to Eve, we need to find out who that slut is. Okay, we got it.
She just says it in front of Eve, and Eve just has that awkward look, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. That would be me. But Paige decides she's had enough of her mom, and she's been kind of telling her off all throughout this week, and she moves out.
I have to say, I'm not a fan of whiners.
Oh,
of what?
Whiners, which Paige usually is a whiner and just complaining to everybody who'll listen. I kind of had a new love for her talking to Eve.
Yeah.
Like telling her off and like, look, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of this, I'm doing this, I'm moving out, I don't give it.
Yeah.
You know.
She's like, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Like, you finally got what you wanted. I'm not with JJ, and I loved him.
Yeah.
She said
and calling her out on Shane. She was like, you lied to me about my grandfather.
Yeah.
Get me away. Like,
but she's like, but baby, I didn't lie to him. He was sick.
Huh?
But she was like, but I didn't lie. He was sick. But she's like, but he wasn't as sick as you said he was.
Exactly. And Paige is now saying, had I not been in California, JJ wouldn't have slept with that slut.
That slut. But can I say, I've had a little change of heart since last week as well. That I'm really starting to like JJ and Eve together.
now that they've slept together again.
It's not even that. I just now I'm thinking about like in the future showing up to the Brady pub together and Jennifer's reaction.
Oh, let me get you a cocktail.
I just think it would be hysterical to watch them like try to just do anything together. I think it'd be fantastic.
Because everything requires a 21 and over ID.
Exactly.
And he's not quite 21.
Not quite. Although he does drink beer in the privacy of his home with his friend.
This is true.
They did party, as they phrased it.
Yeah.
Salem party.
And I think they should have more of that. I was telling Peter earlier.
Oh, what?
I want to see him and his college
party.
friends, like, wasted every other week. Because that's what you do in college. I went to the Ohio State University. We drank a little bit.
Well, listen, in Salem...
Then they can do rehab and have scenes with Maggie later.
Listen, JJ...
I think for now, we should focus on the fun.
JJ has bigger things to deal with. Eve.
And if anything else could send you to the bottle, what else would it be?
Because Eve's already set to go every time he comes to the house.
She can go in liquor stores for them and get the liquor for them.
But she's already liquored up as soon as he shows up to the house. She's already liquored up.
Well, if you notice that every time they do have sex, she's always
drinking.
she's drinking, but she's also all in this state of like, life is over for me because this situation happened.
We both lost Paige.
Yeah. So let's comfort each other.
Can we just agree to call her Paigey for the rest of the show?
Yes.
I don't know if I can get on board with Paigey. I don't know if I can do that. Speaking of Paigey, while Eve and JJ were doing it.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Making love. He looks over at a picture of Paige.
Yes.
Which, can I just give kudos to the picture of Paige. It was so Olin Mills.
Yes.
She was like. It was like a just in case you thought I wasn't here.
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
I wish he would have reached over and just like flipped it down. Turned it around.
Wait, I think Alexis says that there's a question, Alexis?
There is a question from the chat roll,
I
guys.
love it.
Yay.
So this person, her name is Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Hey, Sheila.
She says, "Hey, AfterBuzzers, do you guys think Paige or Paigey is over exaggerating?"
About what?
I don't know. That's just what they asked.
I don't think she's
Over exaggerating that he's cheating on her? I'm guessing.
or why he's cheated.
Or over exaggerating, meaning like now she's on the hunt to find out who he's sleeping with.
Well, some people are a little cuckoo.
Especially when you're young and you're in love.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
And if
love
this is
makes
her
you do
first
great
love,
things.
Right.
I mean, love makes you stalk people on Facebook and find out where they're checking in at. And
Yes.
as friends, like,
To
have
steal
you
their
seen
phones.
them? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
4444.
So, no.
I mean,
One more thing. Amy Crowder.
Hi, Amy.
Hi,
She
Amy.
said in the chat, "Meredith has been dead for 4 years!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point.
Oh, for
you go.
4 years.
See?
Thank you, Amy, for letting us know that
Thank
she's been
you.
dead for 4 years.
There you go. See,
Wait a
so
minute,
that
for 4
iPod,
years. Were iPads out in 4 years ago?
Yeah. Where
iPad
yeah,
one.
they had
The first one. That's
first
why it
one.
was so thick. And it had a nice cover,
It
too.
lost its charge so quickly.
That's what it
There
was.
it is. Bad. Yeah. That's
Wow.
what it is.
there you go.
Wow.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy, for that.
If you guys want to continue to do fact checks for us, we would appreciate it.
Well, greatly appreciate it because listen, there is 50 years of Days of Our Lives, so something is bound to get missing.
Oh, we should have had them last week when we needed to know how many times you can take blood
Give blood
in one
to somebody.
sitting. If Amy or Sheila could check
Yeah,
on that.
Yes, you're right, Sheila.
Listen,
Yeah.
all you need is a cookie and a Capri Sun, and you're good to go for another pint. But in Paige's quest to find out the slut that JJ cheated on her with, Cole comes in and tries to be the white hero in
Knight in
shining
shining
armor,
armor.
and because last week. One of you had mentioned that Paige had kind of dropped the hint, like, "Oh, if I could just only get the phone and
4444.
yeah." And so, Lord and behold, Cole is there to nab JJ's phone. Now
He knows how to
listen,
push JJ's buttons
yeah,
to
now
grab
listen,
him, and then he grabbed that phone.
let me tell you how to be an expert at going through someone's phone. Because I'm an expert at it. In 2.2 seconds, I can
I
go
know.
through your text messages, your
me
incoming,
guess.
outgoing calls, your pictures, everything.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
I know you do
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm Nancy Drew. Listen, You don't have to tell me that it's 4444. I will.
That's what he does.
And I got it. But so Cole, I guess, having the phone and not being around JJ just didn't take the time to go through the entire phone and the entire
I think
log.
Cole could work for Salem PD.
He's just as good as them.
Best detective skills out there.
So he goes to Paige and says, "I know who the slut is." He didn't say slut, but I just want to keep it going. And he points the finger at Daphne, her friend Daphne.
Yes.
And Daphne's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, and it's so weird how it was just a few days before that JJ decided, "Oh, I should talk to Daphne to see what she knows about Paige."
I saw that coming once I
Just
saw
so-
that text.
Yeah, just so then Cole can be like, "Oh, it's Daphne. Problem
Yeah,
solved."
first text I see. There you go.
Yeah.
Didn't
It's
look
a-
beyond the first one.
No.
Didn't look to see because the last phone call was
from
Eve.
Eve.
But he didn't notice that.
Didn't notice that one.
No.
Notice that it was Daphne.
But although, JJ needs a new passcode.
4444.
Needs. You basically are telling people, look through my phone.
Yeah. I have a passcode.
I mean, she
it's
could have
4.
even said, "Oh, it's his birthday." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like something, but
His address.
444. Maybe the Days writers wanted to keep it simple and be like, "Listen, we don't have time to like go through numbers and stuff."
His
4444.
birth date.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that would have just been confusing.
Yeah. And besides, well, no. Can you imagine if they use his birthday?
His real birth date?
Yeah. Then they'd be like,
He's only 8.
"He's 8 years old. He's not even old enough
Is that
yet."
how long ago did she? It was longer than that.
Oh.
That they had JJ.
Yeah.
Because that was when my Jack was alive.
You want Jack to come back so bad.
Here we go.
Back
With the
Mickey.
whole Jack
with
thing.
Mickey. Jack and Mickey are coming back together.
That's a stretch. That is a stretch. So,
moving on.
they point the finger at Daphne. Daphne's like, no, it's not me. Paige is cool with that. But then, once again, here we go. That night that JJ and Eve first slept together, and JJ was wearing Daniel's jacket, and the jacket was on the back of the chair. We've now brought that up.
Yep.
Because we also
Going to
saw this
Goodwill.
week that
Jonas is going to be donating that jacket, and he calls JJ up and be like, "Hey,
Right.
you want this jacket?"
right.
He called JJ?
Yeah, he called JJ.
See, that's one of those moments you probably
doze
drifted off.
I'm older than these
Oh,
guys.
your pizza rolls, right?
My pizza rolls
That's
were
what it
ready.
Pizza rolls are ready, so
And I had to go.
You had to walk out because you thought Melanie was going to come in.
I
in
did.
that
I
door.
thought, I was like, oh, Melanie's coming in another sweater
Walk in
dress.
her room with her sweater dress.
Yes. I had to step away.
God, that sweater dress.
Listen,
What?
it's okay for her to give a little off the shoulder little sweater dress. It's cold in Salem.
Why are you wearing a sweater dress if you're pulling it down? Isn't the point of a sweater dress to keep you warm?
And wearing a dress. Should she be wearing leggings with that at least?
Listen,
Don't get me started. I'm gonna have to walk away.
And her hair.
Don't even get me started with
Looking
Summer's
like
hair.
she's wearing a potato sack.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
ooh, I don't know if we can have Molly Burnett come in.
I said she's
you guys are going to be so mean.
I'm not
I
gonna be
love
mean to
Melanie's
her.
character. I love Melanie's character. I just do not like the way she's dressing.
The way they're styling
Her
her.
style choices are.
Okay.
I want to go. We should go. I'll have her come and we'll go have drinks together. I'm sure she's a delightful young lady.
She is a lovely young woman.
I'm sure she's fan. It has nothing to do with her. I just am not a fan of Melanie.
We have a shout out, Alexis.
Yes, I wanted to shout out to Miranda Merton, who's
Okay.
watching us right now.
Hi, Miranda.
Hey, Miranda.
She has given you guys a compliment. She says, I watched your first show yesterday. You guys are both amazing. You guys are all amazing, and great job.
Thank you.
yay. Thank you, Meredith.
Listen, Meredith, tell everybody to watch us.
Please,
Tell
Meredith.
us.
She
Tell them.
also wanted to chime in and say, not to mention, Eve is the only person that calls and texts JJ. Had he
Yes.
checked a few more messages, he
Yep.
might have gotten it right.
That's what
Thank you,
we're
Meredith.
saying.
Thank you.
I mean, because she literally had just called him and said, "Get to my house now."
Yeah.
So the last phone call was from Eve, and it's like I'm pretty sure the other text messages were
And wouldn't he question why is Eve calling JJ?
exactly.
And be like, hey, Paigey,
Paigey.
your mom's been calling JJ a lot.
I wonder what he has her saved as in his phone.
Slut.
Milf?
Slut.
Bill,
Or wait, or
booty call.
Mom, or milled. Mom, I did
Yes. Bleep.
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 Yeah.
Can we, you know how that on Batman and Robin when they said pow wham, can we, every time we say slut, can you put that on the screen?
I will figure it out, guys. You have no idea. I'm gonna find one.
love
It's
that.
gonna come out.
Boom.
I want us to be more interactive with Alexis.
All right, so let's move on to Will, Sonny, and Paul. So last week when we left the show, Paul was about to walk into the room where Will was talking to Sonny, and Adrian stops him.
Yes.
And Adrian's like, I know exactly who you are. You're not going in there.
Yeah.
Come with me.
Now I asked Peter this.
We're going to the Salem Hospital.
Yes.
Conference room. Where everyone has their chats.
I asked Peter this. I'm still, and maybe someone who's watching can fill me in. Maybe I was getting my pizza rolls. When exactly did Sonny tell his mother about his relationship with a not out baseball player? You know what I mean? Because when they confront each other, she's like, "Oh, that Sonny's. You better not be talking to that Sonny you told me about." I'm like, "Well, because he didn't come out to her till he got back to Salem, and then he started dating, and she wasn't too keen on it,
Right.
If I'm not mistaken,
Right.
So why was he talking about this closeted baseball player? He was,
Well,
is that
that was
correct?
that was an off-camera conversation.
Well, I got that, but
Because
like,
when
it just
Paul,
seems odd.
Well, when Paul came into town, they did talk about it. And she was fully aware of who Paul was.
Yeah.
Knew already that it wasn't good for her.
When?
I think what he's saying is that she's claiming that she knew
while
about
they
him
were
while
dating,
it was going
I'm
on.
getting the impression she's saying she knew he was, but she didn't know.
Wait. But I think Adrian.
Well, Adrian is nosy first of all, so
Right.
she.
So Adrian knew that Sonny was gay before he came out to everyone else. Did he not?
No, he came out to them, his parents.
I feel like. I feel like Adrian. I feel like
We need a fact check.
I feel
Hashtag
like
fact check.
Fans, do a
I
fact
feel
check.
like Adrian and Justin knew already, and Sonny came out to everyone else.
And that's what they weren't okay with. But him coming out to everyone else.
Okay. I'll go with it.
We'll
I'll
have
go
to
with
look
it.
into that.
I'll go with
We'll
it.
have to look into
I'll put that on my notes.
Because but I feel like they already knew, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh,
Okay.
that was years ago too.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, yeah.
So Adrian then finds out that Paul is the one that donated the blood that saved Sonny's life.
Which got me a little choked up when she finally realized that, and she's
Yeah.
just like
She just bawled in his arms. That was a
Gave him a
beautiful
hug.
moment.
Beautiful.
little
Gorgeous.
touching.
And then she was like, and then of course Paul talked about Sonny, and then she was like, "You're still in love with him." Duh. Of course he is.
Of course.
And this
Saying
is-
no to him was the biggest
big-
mistake in my life.
Yeah, because I mean, listen, dating in LA is already hard. I'm pretty sure dating in Salem is
It's even harder.
it's slim pickings.
Yeah.
So what else? What did someone say?
Shaq, 15 Ti said Sonny came out when he was 15.
There you go.
Oh,
See?
you go.
okay. Thank you, Shaq.
There. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think this is gonna be a new game. People can correct me.
Correct. Let's play the game of correct me. Correct me when I'm
Correct
wrong.
me if I'm wrong, which will be quite often.
Thank
Because
you.
I get up to get my pizza rolls a lot.
And so we're in the hospital room with Sonny, and Sonny wakes up, and I don't know why is it that every time someone wakes up after an accident, they have that moment of like, oh my god, like you.
I'm on John.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Steve
like
with
they're-
Steve and Kayla.
They're all mad because they remembered why or like before everything went down what they were mad about, and so they wake up and they see the person, they're like,
So you're saying that Sonny remembers because and then he's
yeah,
just playing it off that he
Listen,
doesn't, like John did.
Sonny pretending like yes that he doesn't
He's pulling a
remember
John.
what happened and everything like that. I think it's just all like
He's just gonna keep that in his pocket.
yeah, it's like I don't want to tell you guys my business just yet. When we get well, I got stabbed and sprinkled with cocaine last week. So let me get myself back together and then let's talk.
And also, I want to make a point. Every time Will was talking to Sonny and trying to be all emotional, I was like, okay, that's fine and dandy that you're just like, oh, I love you, Sonny. I'm like, where are the tears? I see no tears in Will's eyes. He's just trying to make himself cry, but nothing's coming out.
Maybe he's not a crier.
He's not a crier.
There's some people in life that just aren't criers, but they feel emotion. Right?
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're
Sure
going
think we're
with.
gonna go
Listen,
with that.
there have been times where I've been.
But it is your husband.
Tony, you're
Who
a
just-
crier.
I'm not a crier. I will admit this. I'm a secret crier.
Secret crier.
I don't let anyone else see me cry.
Crier in the dark.
But I cry. Well, if I cry in the dark, you can't see me.
Because his eyes are closed.
My eyes are closed.
I did
my
not
mouth.
say that.
I'm an ugly crier too. Then Victor gets that text to go to the chapel. And finally, who shows up?
Okay, can we talk about the look on Victor's face when he turns around?
Can we talk about the look that Victor always has on his face?
I just love that man. I just
He's-
can't.
he's great.
He's.
He just wanted to drop that F-bomb.
He's the only one I rewind and watch again.
He is funny, but he sees Clyde. We finally see Clyde, and it's funny because Kate once again calls Clyde and is like, "Hello, where are you? I haven't seen you." Oh my god, that was a good Kate voice.
That was very good. You just need the blue streak.
Yeah,
I
the blue
did.
streak.
I did. And I literally sat there and I was like, "Oh my god, where is Clyde?" This is like week 2, and no one knows where Clyde is.
And I told you guys last week that he was not dead because I saw no blood, so therefore
Right.
there was a bulletproof vest.
See, you were smart. We were all about the cinematography and like how
I know.
beautiful that looked with the two gunshots. And his,
Yep.
I'm an observer. I watch.
I thought it was funny because they flash back and one of his henchmen comes and pulls him out, and he gets up and he's just like, "Whoa, man, who's that hurt? My goodness, but I can still take it, man." And he's just like in there looking at his wounds and stuff.
Yeah.
Bruises.
That was great.
Yeah, that was a
And
nice
the snow
moment.
was all over him except for his
Except for
face.
face.
And his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it twitching.
Yeah. So, and then we realize that Clyde is the one that stabbed Sonny.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was a given. Come on.
Okay, I honestly didn't see that coming. I felt like it was related, but I didn't think it was Clyde. Clyde, as far as we know, was laying in a foot of snow,
right?
with
Which
2
is
bullet
the
holes.
perfect alibi. Wait a minute. Could they be doing something intelligent?
No. It's like, Clyde, you're a suspect. Wasn't me, because he shot me, and I was laying in a pile of snow.
Yeah, couldn't have been me.
But I also,
And I like how he was telling Victor, like, if you want to kill somebody, you don't put it right here.
Yeah.
you put it right here.
Yeah.
You don't do this.
Or
put it up here.
Right here.
Oh, and when he said right there, and I was like,
yep.
Tricky.
And that's like families off limits. Family is off limits.
And then he starts bringing up Sierra and starts bringing up all
these people.
Not Sierra.
Listen,
These are
Let me
the
tell you.
days of Sierra's life.
good luck trying to kidnap that little girl.
I know. They would give her back. They'd be done.
They'd be like, oh my God.
Done. She spent all her money.
Yeah, we're so done with her. She's so needy right now. But yeah, I thought it was also interesting as Clyde's exit, he hands Victor Sonny's wedding ring, and I was just like,
I thought it would have been platinum personally.
it was gold.
Right,
It was gold.
same here. That's
the
what I
gays
think.
would have done platinum.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I agree.
saying.
I will agree to that.
Not believable.
But then Victor goes and wipes it off and just drops it in Horntown Square.
For someone else to find it.
Someone else got to find. Because if he has it, then he goes, well, why
Where
do
did you get it from?
Yeah, and then he has to explain everything that happened.
Yeah.
I hope somebody finds his ring because Sonny wants it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
and
For now.
But if I'm
Go
not
ahead.
mistaken, when you're in the hospital, don't they take your jewelry off of you anyway? Like
They do.
I don't. I believe they would have taken that off. So.
And then he was
It a little
like,
too,
they
like,
took my wedding
My
ring?
ring. Yeah. I mean, it was a little. I mean, I get it. It's daytime.
Right.
I shouldn't be watching if I have an issue with that. But whatever.
And so I just want to say also, when Kate and Victor were in the chapel,
Yes.
I was just thinking, I was jumping ahead. I'm like, wouldn't that be so awesome if Victor, because he was kind of hesitating to tell Kate about Clyde, and I was like, he needs to tell her so they can join forces and bring down Clyde.
But Kate loves Clyde.
Not when she finds out that he stabbed her.
Well, no.
You know,
well, listen. Then we'll go back
grandson's
to
husband.
We'll go back to bitchy Kate. But as of right now, Kate is in love because listen, who else is she? She's done everybody else.
Really, she has.
She really has.
Other than the gay ones.
Yeah. There's no one else, and those are her. That's her grandson, and well, there's Paul, but gay.
Yeah.
So can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
So keep Clive alive.
Exactly. They'll have another. There'll be a replacement.
Right. So, anything else before we go over to
go ahead.
tidbits?
We can.
Okay, so
Unless you
other
wanna-
little tidbits that we noticed. Kate questions Lucas about Adrian.
Yes.
Which I was like, finally somebody else picks up on.
Although it didn't look that. Like, I felt like it was an overreaction to a hug.
But she's his mother. She knows her son.
A mother knows.
Right?
A mother knows.
His
I like
relationship with Sammy,
And yeah. And listen,
Chloe, Nicole.
$5 million for
Right.
Nicole got $5 million though.
Yeah, sure.
Good for her.
She knows her son.
But also, Kate is a Nancy Drew, such as myself.
Yeah.
You pick up on things.
Pick up on things.
You pick up on things.
Okay.
Then Brady gets an adoption letter saying that they have found the perfect little girl for him. Okay, my thought was, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get why they're bringing that.
I have an idea because when Kristen comes back, they're probably going to bring that point up again and saying like she's going to have a connection with Brady again because of that kid that they were supposed to adopt.
Do you think that she's going to birth Teresa's baby? I love how we talk about this. Is brilliant. Birth the baby and then have somebody present this baby as the adopted baby? You know what I mean? Maybe she has set that up
And then-
to have the baby brought in. Because if she says she had the baby, they're going to go, well, you can't have babies.
Right. And she's
Well,
got to
you
admit
can't
that
get
she stole
pregnant.
it from Teresa.
So then she's got to admit. So this way, the baby comes in as an adopted baby, and then Teresa, every time she sees the baby,
Is gonna have
has
that
an
thing.
emotional reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the baby rattle,
I'm
and she
just
like flipped
giving
out with that baby
options.
rattle. I was like,
But then that means that they're gonna really put Brady and Melanie together, and they're gonna have this baby together, which will then probably infuriate Teresa because they already hate each other, and now she's going to raise.
They are going to have a baby together. I mean, they have a baby.
Yeah.
That is going to happen unless the baby dies.
It's not going to die.
Not gonna
don't
die.
say
It's
that.
not going to die. No, it's not going to die. But I'm just saying.
What? I'm going to switch it all up. It's going to be Zach.
Zach's coming back now.
I actually thought that not too long ago. I was like,
Jack.
why do I have a feeling Zach? And so if I'm telling you now, if Zach comes back, Jack can come back too.
Zach and Jack. Hashtag.
Zach Jack.
They should come back together.
Zach is going to come back with Chelsea.
He's going to be like 21.
Now we're just reaching. We're just reaching for the stars now. Okay, so then another still in just little tidbits and things that happen throughout the week. Abigail tells Jordan about Chad's past because Jordan desperately wants to know why Chad is acting the way that he is, and Abigail's like, "Oh, you don't know about his past? No, please, no, I don't think I should. It's his story to tell. Okay, I'll tell you."
And then she's like, it's not gossip.
Yeah.
Right.
Just tell me.
So Jordan finally knows that. I guess that will help her sleep at night.
Well, she has a better connection with Chad now because they both
have something in common.
Yeah.
That
I was going to say, they both have killed their mothers. In their minds.
Just
In their
like
minds.
they blame themselves
Correct.
for
just
their
like
mothers, their mom's
JJ
deaths.
and Will have something in common now.
They both cheated.
Exactly. Thank you.
There's a lot of
What's going on?
similarities going on. Listen, they have that same connection with half of the people in Salem. Somebody has killed somebody and somebody's cheated on somebody. So
Exactly.
that's not a connection to have.
It's a prerequisite.
Can you try playing? Can you? I wonder what it would be like to play Never Have I Ever with people in Salem.
You'd always win.
Never have I ever been buried alive by an evil stepsister. Anyone? No?
Got a drink. Sorry.
Then we have Nicole going around town trying to make amends with everybody.
Everybody, poor Nicole.
She's like, "I'm sorry. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf." But good for her. I guess she's trying to get back in
I
good
still
graces.
don't believe that she's in love with Daniel.
Yeah, I think she's still holding a candle for Eric.
I think if something happened with Serena and Eric, that wasn't going well, it would take her 2 milliseconds to go, I want him back.
Yeah.
I want him back. And Daniel who?
I think she thinks she's in love with Daniel.
I think she wants to be so that she can get off of Eric. And they should open a Java cafe together.
With his art collection on the wall.
A Java cafe / photography studio. Be the first in Salem.
Drink your coffee and take pictures of yourself.
Yeah.
I still think they should have Jack come back. And the Spectator, Jack should run the Spectator, and Eric can work for him.
And he can write a story about the
Will
Java
can work for
Cafe.
him. Jennifer can, I mean, it's better than Titan.
I just want to let you know that Jack's not coming back. All right. Then we have
Jack's not back. Hashtag.
Then we have Serena still trying to switch the elephant and failing miserably.
It is a comedy sketch now. With her fumbling, dropping, bumping that elephant. It's gonna break.
It's ridiculous. And then, I like this, and I want to see where this is going because there's such enemies. Melanie is becoming very suspicious of Clint, Teresa's new boo, because Melanie heard Clint talking to Dr. Mandrake, and she did like a little U search.
Salem Google U search.
U search of him.
U search is back.
And even asked Teresa, like, do you know Dr. Mandrake? And of course, Snippy Teresa is like, blah, 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 no.
That's why I love Teresa.
I mean, she's so snarky for whatever. She just thinks I'm with the hottest guy in Salem.
Yeah.
And screw all you bitches.
I just like that she's like, I'm sleeping around and I don't give a shit. Can I say that? Bleep.
Well, she said, yeah.
You said,
Okay.
And she's dressed in the part too.
She's dressed, and the handcuffs.
The handcuffs
on
with her
Monday. I was
snake
like,
skin.
She's like, I'm going to have a good time tonight.
And she doesn't even hide them. She hooks them on her purse, so everyone can see.
Yeah, she don't give a shit. No.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
Wow.
Mark.
You have become very comfortable.
I'm sorry.
As Alexis goes, it's fine.
It's fine. Thank you, Alexis.
And that was the week of days, pretty much. It was this week was kind of like it's one of those weeks where it's kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna watch and see how things develop. But,
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of interesting with the Hope and Aiden thing. We find in the video that was really interesting because it's actually pushing that storyline further.
Yes,
which I would love to see with the elephant storyline. I'm like, that thing is just dragging so long.
I still think she's gonna crack it, and there's gonna be some sort of prize in there, like a Cracker Jack, like $1 million just rolled up in there. what I think it is. That's why
tiny
she
money.
needs it.
Or diamonds.
Tiny money.
Because they were in Africa.
Diamonds. See, I could go with
Blood
diamonds.
blood
But
diamonds.
it'd be
It's a
rattling.
rare diamond.
It would be rattling, though.
It's a hope diamond.
Oh, shut the front door.
It's a hope diamond that Princess Gina needs.
Oh, my God. You're going down the whole I can't even handle. I can't even
Overload.
I need more vodka.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for us to do our individual segments, and we're going to start with my favorite, the 3 Snaps Awards. Now, this award goes to someone who I feel like is brilliant throughout the week. We wanted to name it the Performer of the Week, but no, we're not going to do that. We're going to give this person 3 snaps. So, my 3 Snaps Award goes to Meredith Jennings. Why? Because she has made sure that before she died, she let somebody know he did it.
Yeah.
So
She had the foresight.
yes, she was
Signed,
like,
sealed, and delivered.
she's like,
right there.
listen, I just want to let y'all know some stuff has been going down. I'm gonna make this video so that if I end up missing or dead, y'all know who it is. You need a testimony from someone, from the victim? Here it is. So the 3 Snaps Award goes to Meredith Jennings. All right, and now on to our next favorite, which is Mark's quote.
Oh, we're doing mine?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna do it.
I was getting a little paranoid this week. Victor didn't have a lot of lines, and I rely on him for my quotes of the week. And Sammy's not on the show anymore. But never fail, Lauren Kozlow. Thank you so much for being who you are, for embracing that blue streak. I love you and your son, Lucas. All right. So my quote of the week is Lauren Kozlow speaking to her son, Lucas, when she found out about Adrian. She says, you know, why don't we ask Adrian's husband how he feels about his wife having friends? Oh no, wait, we can't do that because he's out of the country. But then the best was Lucas's response to her.
Sass.
You know, the idea of you lecturing me on morality is a joke.
There you
We
go.
get a twofer!
Thank you, Lucas.
But it was just funny how she even said, she's like, oh, that's right, she's out of the country. Shucks, I wish I could ask Justin about that.
Oh, I love
But
it.
apparently he's coming, he's on a flight from Dubai.
He's coming. He's
So,
coming.
it's good.
Do you think
Maybe
he's
he'll
gonna
be my quote of the week next
do you
week.
think he'll show up with that sexy lawyer that he's apparently been seeing?
Right.
And then that's just gonna. Then you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna show up with the sexy lawyer. They're gonna bring back the cheating heart, and Adrian's gonna go have a drink, and Lucas is gonna be there playing pool, and then they're gonna passionately make love in
On the
Adrian's
pool table.
apartment.
Yep.
So is Adrian going to start working at the Cheating Heart again?
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
We're giving all kinds of wild predictions. And now on to the WTF moment, brought to you by
The real
Peter.
Dooligan.
The real Dooligan.
Okay, so the WTF, I mean, there was a lot of moments this week that were kind of like, really? But
Yeah.
my WTF moment was Hope leaving that tablet behind when she left the cabin. I'm like, really, Hope? Really?
That's one of those
Come
moments
on.
where you're like, hello, go get it.
Right, take it with you.
And she hid it.
Aiden, it's my tablet. Yeah, I brought it with me. It's
She
like,
found
you know,
a way to hide it every other time.
Well, she
Yeah,
put it
like-
back in the original spot.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why she didn't like jump up and go, just a second.
She was in the drawer with the fluid.
Yeah.
She could have just stuck it in.
Right, thank you. Or just
Something.
stuff it under her sweater and just walk out, but leaving it behind underneath 2 pillows. Throw
Options.
pillows, I might say. They're so they're really tiny.
Ridiculous. All right, so
Okay.
let's go into some news and gossip.
All right.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, I'm sure as you guys know already, our favorite villain of all, she's not on Days anymore, but you can still catch her on The Young and the Restless, but you can also catch her on Bravo TV's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That's
Yay.
right, our favorite Emmy Our favorite Emmy Award-winning actress Eileen Davidson is on the show, so make sure you check in. I have not watched Real Housewives of Beverly Hills in a long time, like since season 1. But when they announced that she was on, I've been watching it ever since. And I literally think, what is she thinking when she's around these women? Like, sign me up for this.
Thank you.
Her and Lisa.
Yeah.
Lisa Rinna, both of them. They're like the moral compass of the show now.
Exactly. Some more news. Nathan Owens, who used to play Cameron, as we see here, he is going to be on Lifetime's Devious Maids. There's no air date as of yet, but he has moved on from Salem to some more drama with Maids. So
perfect.
Good for him. Also, Miss Allison Sweeney is on the March cover of Health magazine. Look at that. Look how good she looks.
Amazing.
Like, amazing. So you can find that on your nearest newsstand. It is the March cover of Health magazine, and she is looking quite healthy. Quite. Also, if you guys, again, want to meet your favorite Days of Our Lives star, April 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, if you are in or near the surrounding area. Dual Coast Events will be hosting this event. Eric Martzoff, Guy Wilson, Daniel Cosgrove, Christopher Sean was just added. Patsy Pease, Galen Gehring, Jen Lilly, and Cassie DePava. Hope I said that right. Will all be there. And it will be hosted by me. That's me right there. Yes. That's me. So for more information on this event and how you can get tickets, make sure you go to dualcoastevents.com. And also, if you want to meet Ari Zucker, who plays Nicole Walker, and Sean Christian, who plays Dr. Daniel Jonas, they have a fan event that's helping to raise money for Ari Zucker's nonprofit organization, Arrowheart. So if you guys would like to meet them, their first date is March 27th in Sacramento. And they also have a couple of other dates in Folsom, California on the 28th and the 29th. So for more information, make sure you visit arrow-heart.com for more information on that event. And now, on to some predictions.
Okay, I can talk about Hayden now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so...
You're AfterBuzz TV.
Yes. This could be Eve's background music. Slut. Yeah.
No, that was Eve's album.
That's
going to be dropping soon.
Eve's album.
Okay, what's your
My prediction for Hayden is Gone Girl. It's total Gone Girl.
Like the movie Gone Girl?
Yeah. I think they're doing a playoff of Gone Girl that she stages her death to try to get him to fall back in love with her. You know what I mean? Like she did kind of that cray-cray.
Interesting.
It totally clicked in my head the other day, and I was like, oh my, because we just bought and watched Gone Girl at home, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's what she's doing. They're recording herself, and that's it. That's my prediction.
Interesting. Let's see. What can I predict about? Nothing. Oh, we have a prediction from the chat roll.
We have a few actually, guys.
Cool. What are some predictions?
Read 3 of them.
Go ahead.
One is from Heather D. She said, "I don't think Chase is responsible for Meredith's death."
Chase or Aiden?
It says Chase on here. I think Chase is responsible for Meredith's death. So that's from Heather D.
Okay.
Interesting.
James, I'm trying to read the other one. This one's not a prediction, but it's, James Lee thinks that Meredith, he doesn't think that Meredith is dead.
Just like you were just saying.
Yeah, I think she staged it all.
Yeah.
And someone asked for the news and gossip part, Laura Beecher. She said, did you guys hear about the head writer change?
Yes. Actually, we did. And sorry, I did not mention that.
It will be Mark J. Freeman. And first order of business is bringing Jack back.
It's for Jack to come back.
Yes.
We did hear about the change in writers. I'm actually pulling it up now. I hope I'm pronouncing their names right.
While you're looking that up, Tony, for Mark, they wanted to add a quote of the week from Paige.
Oh, okay.
Whoever stole JJ from me, she's nothing but a lying slut.
Who's that from? Who said that?
That was from James Lee.
James,
I
yes.
love it.
Love it.
I love it. So it does say here, let's see, according to Soap Opera Digest, significant shakeup. Head writers Gary Tomlin and Christopher Whitesell will be leaving their positions at the soap to be replaced by Dina Higley and Josh Griffith. This change will go into effect February 16th. So sounds like tomorrow.
Josh Griffith is my pen name.
Yeah. Well, you have been replaced. So it sounds like tomorrow morning, Miss Dina and Josh are going to walk in and be the new head writers of Days of Our Lives. So welcome.
You should come see us. Here
Oh, you guys
Thank
should.
you. That would be fantastic.
And if you guys want to see your favorite Days of Our Lives star join us here in the studios, let us know who you would like to see. Also, make sure you comment down below. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, subscribe to us, and also down below, let us know blogs and places that you go for your Days of Our Lives news, because I'm interested in knowing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got my spoilers off of Billy Flynn's fan page. That's where I got all my spoilers.
I'm not going to say where I get my spoilers from.
Yes.
That kind of lady. That kind of lady.
So,
Secret.
before we leave, Mark, let everyone know where they can find you and also sign a petition on to bring Jack back.
If you want to see Jack brought back, you follow me on Twitter at Lorraine Love, LORAYNELOVE.
You know what I noticed? Is that,
Hashtag bring Jack back.
you know, we always spell it out, but they have a lower
That's right. It is. I saw that. It's there. Sorry, Lorraine Love. Just read it.
It's okay, guys. You guys can spell it out. It's no big deal.
Thank you for defending me, Alexis. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you.
And Peter, where can they find you?
You can also find me on Twitter at the Real Dooligan. So DOOLIGAN.
Thank you.
And of course, you guys can find me on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Lounging with Tony, or on my website, loungingwithtony.com. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will be back next week at our regular time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
No.
And wherever else it is, figure it out.
Wow.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.